Hey friends, welcome back to Noma's Diary. Thank you so much for clicking on another video, and in today's video we're going to be rediscovering ourselves. So today I'm going to share just a few exercises that I do that help me rediscover myself, that help me find my reason for being, my Ikigai in a Japanese term. Basically, to other people it's their purpose in this world. So it's not an easy thing to find because there's a lot of things that you want to do in life that you can't jot it down to that one thing. But there are a few exercises that are going to help you when you do a lot of brainstorming into what is that one common thing, which one overlaps, that I actually really love doing. And it doesn't mean that that's the only thing that you do in this world. I mean, it's a big world out there. You can do a lot of things, but I think that there's this one thing that you wouldn't mind doing for the next 10 years, which comes to my first question. Is the job that you are doing right now a job that you don't mind doing for the next 10 years? And if your answer is hell yeah, 100% yes, that means you're on the right track. But if your answer is like 70%, yeah, it has its, I don't know, at least the pay is good. Listen to me, there is something that will be 100% aligned with what you want to do. So don't stop until you get to that 100%. And if you're like, no, I hate my life, I hate my job, I hate waking up, I hate doing this, money's not even good. Honestly, I don't know what you're doing there, but obviously we do have bills. We have to do what we got to do to pay the bills, but you need to start figuring out, what do you actually love to do with your time? So that comes to the next question. So if your answer is like a no, ask yourself, what do I love doing with my time? What do I truly love doing with my time? And don't say sleeping like my fiance. He says, I just want to sleep the whole day. The reason why you feel like you just wouldn't mind sleeping and watching Netflix all the time, it's because of the exhausting job that you don't like, that you do, that makes you feel like, if I could just sleep all the time, I would be happy. But if you were doing something that you love, you wouldn't even have time for that. Honestly, I haven't watched Netflix in a very long time. I have it playing in the background, but I don't sit there and watch because I'm doing what I love. I'm creating content for you guys. I'm creating my journals for coming 2021. I want to have really amazing self-improvement journals, and I am working on just this crazy series that's coming up next month. But I really love what I'm doing, that I don't feel like I am working so much, even though I am doing a lot of editing, I'm doing a lot of creating, I'm doing a lot of writing, and I have a baby on top of that, and I have to cook and clean and do a lot of things at home. But besides that, I don't really feel like I am being overworked because I actually really enjoy what I'm doing. Even though my business is still small, we are going to grow. NomazDiary is going to grow, but it's still small. I'm barely making an income from it, but I really enjoy it. I love what I'm doing. I'm not really doing it for money. Money will be a bonus, it will be nice, but I actually found what I love. Now, ask yourself, what do I truly love doing with my time? And don't think that it's something stupid or, oh nah, this can't be something that I enjoy, that is not a career, just because it's not the typical social, career that people love talking about, that people praise and say you have to be a doctor, a nurse, or a lawyer, or a teacher, or whatever that our parents or our neighbors or whoever says that is an actual career. No, ask yourself, what do I truly love doing? And you probably won't be able to answer this question now. You probably won't be able to answer this question in 2 months, even in a year. You're probably going to start figuring it out as time goes by. But if you keep asking yourself this question, what do I truly love doing? What do you do so much that you're just in a flow state that you forget about TV and forget about your phone? What is it that you truly love? I mean, Steve Harvey, it took him over 35 years to figure out that making people laugh is his gift. So don't think it's something stupid or something small. Just whatever you feel like you love doing, that could be your gift, that could be a talent, that could be something that will make you an income one day, that you can do over and over again without even feeling tired or feeling drained. Another question is, look at a person you're working with. So if you are 25, for example, look at a 35-year-old at your job and ask yourself, do I see myself as that person in the next 10 years? And if your answer is no, then you need to start making a move. You need to start today, because starting today does not guarantee that your career will take off now. So I figured out that I love baking, I love teaching, I love creating content, and I love taking pictures. So those are the things that I truly love, that I would just go on a flow state and I'll carry on doing. I love writing as well, but I don't see myself as a teacher, but I love teaching. But look at me now, I'm on a YouTube, I've got a YouTube channel, and I talk about, you know, personal development, and I love that topic. My sister, she was doing an assignment on life orientation. We call it life orientation here in South Africa, so it's basically just like personal development. And oh my gosh, I was just like, I need to be a teacher in the school and teach that, because I enjoyed the topics that she was going on about. I felt like it was my assignment. So I figured out that I found what I love, but now how can I make money from it? So now that I figure that I love baking, I need to up my skills. So when you figure out what do you love, figure that out and then up your skills. So for example, Kim Kardashian has never been a lawyer, has never, you know, went to college and everything, but she figured out that she loved, you know, criminal law and all those things. I don't know anything about law, so now she's doing something about it. And look at her age, as much as she has made it so far with modeling and, you know, being pretty and all of that, but she figured out that this is what I truly love. So now she's taking steps towards it. So as well with you, figure out what do you love. So I love teaching, so I want to be one day, I want to be a coach one day, I want to have a course one day. Or I love baking, I want to, you know, open my own little bakery one day. Or just, you know, a few things that you love, that one day that can bring you an income, one day that you do this every single day and it will not feel like hard work. And that is where we need to get. That is the sweet, nice spot that we need to be in life. I do not believe that we are brought into this life to constantly struggle, constantly fight for happiness and for money. And I believe that we were brought into this life to be happy and to live freely. And if you feel like you are constantly fighting, you're constantly, you know, in a struggle, it means you haven't found your Ikigai. And I'm going to come back and talk about what is an Ikigai, but it's basically a Japanese term of finding what overlaps on. There's a lot of questions, there's 4 questions basically, and then you figure out what overlaps. What is that one thing, that one common thing that comes together from all the questions that were answered. So another question that you should ask yourself is, how does it make me feel when I'm doing what I love? So the first question is, what do you love? What are you good at? What is it that you actually really love? And what is it that you're actually good at? And then how do you feel when you're doing that? So for example, I love baking, like I said, and I'm actually quite good at it. My skills are not as good as a professional baker, just because I didn't know that, you know, I love baking and I'm good at it. I just thought that I enjoy it, and you know, I have a sweet tooth anyway, so I like eating the cake afterward. But actually I truly love it, and I don't mind doing it every single day. But how do I feel? I love the feeling of seeing people lighten up when they taste what I've baked. I'm like, do you enjoy that? Okay, let me make something else. Oh my god, I've got this other recipe, try this as well. So I love that feeling of lighting people up. I love that feeling of making someone's day just by me giving them a cake or me giving them muffins or whatever I made. So I love that feeling of making someone else happy, because it makes me happy. So there's just so many other things. And I'm also good at giving good advice. I'm really good at that. I notice a lot of people come to me to give good advice. Also, if you can't figure out what you love, ask someone else. Ask someone else, what am I good at? What do you see me good at? And see what they say. Or ask your mom, what did I really love doing at a young age? I've already started picking up traits from Skylar as a 2-year-old, or what things that she loves. And you know what my grandma said 2 days ago? She said to me, I used to take little teddy bears and little dolls and put them down and pretend like I'm in a class when I was really young, like 5 years old or 4 years old or whatever, I'll put little dolls and I'll put little like teddies and stuffed animals, and I would stand there and be the teacher, and I'll teach them ABCs and how to count and poems and stuff like that. That was supposed to show them that I love teaching. I love doing this. Like I love giving valuable information to people and making people understand and making people, you know, aware, and making people giving people some relief. You know, when I give people advice as well, I like that relief that they feel and that hope that they have, that encouragement that it's going to get better, or this is what I can do, or okay, this is not working, let's do this. Like I love doing that. So figure out what you love and then figure out how can you make money from it. That's another question. Can you make money from this? Of course you can. Now how can you do it? Now this is where the hard work comes in, because it's not easy. And the hardest thing about starting something, and something that only you believe in, because other people will not believe in it because they don't see the way you see it, the hardest thing is starting. A lot of people will discourage you if you tell people, you know what, I think I want to be a comedian. People are just going to think, what the hell, like really? How are you going to make money off that? Like who does that? But come on, there is Steve Harvey, there's Trevor Noah, there's Kevin Hart. I mean, there's so many other comedians that are so inspirational out there. If you want to tell someone, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a photographer, a videographer, a graphic designer, all of these careers that are not, you know, the typical career like law, nurse, doctor, policeman, whatever career that, you know, our parents like to advertise from us. All these other careers that are just kind of new to the surface for them, they will shut them down. So what you need to do is believe in yourself, and this goes back to my video on self-love. So when you believe in yourself, it won't matter what someone else does, because if you don't believe in yourself, they will shut it down, and in 5 years time you will look back and think to yourself, I still hate my life. What if I made that move 5 years ago? Where would I be now? And that's another question as well. Will you regret not doing what you want to do in 5 years? Ask yourself that. Will you regret not doing what you want to do in 5 years? Think about it. Okay, before this video ends, I feel like I've been talking for such a long time. How long is it? 30 minutes. Before this video ends, I've got one more question for you. Is what is a successful me look like? What is my version of a successful me? Okay, let's change it. Let's put it that way. What is my version of a successful me looking like? How do I look like successful? How do I feel like successful? Just write that down. You don't have to say what everyone says. You don't have to say what the TV says. You don't have to say what your parents say. Like you have to be driving this, or you have to be living there, or whatever. You vision yourself. If being successful to you, it means driving a Tesla. If being successful to you means driving a Honda, that's on you. You vision how you want to be like, and then when you know how you want to be like, that's what you're working towards. Obviously, if you vision yourself as, you know, a billionaire or whatever, that is absolutely possible. It's just going to be a lot of work, and you have to be okay with doing a lot of work to get there and being positive about it. And every single achievement that you get, like the smallest thing, every time I get a subscriber, I dance like like I don't know, but that's because I am so grateful. So be grateful for the little achievements, because they will add up to bigger results one day. So thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back next week with another video. We're going to be doing a mid-year review, so we're going to be setting some goals for the next 6 months. And also for July, I'm going to be doing an amazing series. I am going to tell you about it next week properly, so look out for that. So please subscribe, you don't want to miss that. It's going to be interesting. I've got a lot of content coming up on this channel. I try my best to grow, so appreciate your input on anything you want to tell me, anything you want me to talk about. So yeah, bye.